Welcome to Daily Dose Radio, a 5-minute devotional podcast studying the Psalms verse by verse. Broadcast from the ever-beautiful Sharonville, Ohio, on the sunny side of Cincinnati. Hey, welcome back to Daily Dose Radio. Happy October, by the way. We've come to October, and this week we're going to be looking at Psalm 134, which is the Psalm of nighttime. So it could be spooky, or it could be wonderful and full of light and glory. I think we'll just go for light and glory. How about you? We got enough spooky in this world. We don't need any more of that. So today we're looking at just verse 1, actually, or part of verse 1. We're going to do this in phrases again because we have 3 verses. It's a short psalm. And it ends the songbook of the Songs of Ascent. So the superscript here says this is a song for those ascending. This is the 15th step. It's the last song in the songbook of the Ascents. And as we said at the beginning, at Psalm 120, we're going to look at this thing as one piece. It's a songbook. Each psalm is individual, is to be sung on the way to Jerusalem. We talked about maybe it's, this is published for the traveler, for the traveling worshiper that's coming. The Israelite men are going to Jerusalem 3 times a year. Well, they're going wherever the altar of the Lord is 3 times a year. So, they're using this as they travel to prepare their hearts for worship as they're going to the place of worship. And we begin in darkness. We begin in Meshach and in the tents of Kedar, so way far away from wherever the Lord is. We're way out there. So far away we can't get a radar fix on it. And we're coming back to Jerusalem. We're coming back to Zion. And let's use Zion instead of Jerusalem here because Zion is that word which designates the place where the Lord is. And wherever the Lord is, there is Zion. And so we're coming back to that. We're coming back to the Lord. And there are 15 of these psalms. And today we begin the first part of this 15th psalm, so the 15th step, and we begin with blessing. And we're going to end this psalm with blessing. And in the middle, there's going to be blessing. So this is a psalm of blessing for the worshiper who has arrived. We're here now. We've come from a long ways off, and now we're here. And we begin with, Behold, bless the Lord, all the servants of the Lord. And it's interesting, this behold that we have that starts us off here. The idea behind the behold is to looky here. Pay attention to what I'm about to say, behold. And that's true for either the Lord when he says it or for the prophet when he says it, whoever happens to be saying this. And we have 2 voices in this psalm, and the first voice is the voice of the traveler. So the traveler is saying, behold, bless the Lord. So he now is ready for worship. Bless the Lord. And who's he instructing this? This is a command. It's imperative. The word bless is in the imperative form. So we're commanding someone to do this. Bless the Lord, all the servants of the Lord. And we're going to find out that the servants of the Lord are the ones who are in the temple proper. So we've arrived there now at the temple, and we're so excited. We're going to ask the Lord's blessing on that place and command those people who serve in that place to bless the Lord. And there's going to be a blessing for us in return a little bit later on, but I want to spoil the rest of the psalm for you. So we have 2 verses here, and you'll find different commentators take different tracks about how this is to be read. Are we talking about the priests? Are they the ones that are saying this? But all this time I've been talking about these songs of ascent as something that is for the traveler coming back to Jerusalem. So I just have to believe that when we're approaching, and especially at the last moment, we're right there now. We're on that 15th step, and we're about to enter into the temple. We hear the language now of the psalm say, behold, bless. So I think it's the voice of the traveler who is commanding those inside. They're ready. The traveler is ready. Now he's telling the priest to make sure they're ready so that worship can happen. Join me tomorrow. We're going to look at the last part of the last portion of verse 1 on Daily Dose Radio. Thanks for listening to Daily Dose Radio. I'm David Smith. The music today has been performed by the Bluegrass Experiment. Thanks again for listening. I'll see you next time on Daily Dose Radio.